Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody.
Are you opening? My turn? Your turn. Go for it.
Welcome to Carolina and Company Live, everybody. It's so good to have you here in the middle of the week, and we've got so much going on today. It's amazing that we're going to be able to get it all into the show.
We will, definitely. We do have a great show lined up for your Wednesday. All right, let's check out our weather.
Couple of cumulus clouds now developing out there along the Grand Strand coastline. Temperatures finally warming up into the 80s out there through Cheraw, Hartsville, Darlington, and Florence. The upper 70s still being held along the Grand Strand coastline from 76 in North Myrtle down to 79 in Georgetown. It's the area of high pressure that continues to dictate our weather pattern. That's sending the jet stream up into Canada, and that's where this next storm system is headed. Lots of severe flooding today across Arkansas, portions of the western half of the Tennessee River Valley as well. You may notice that area of low pressure to the south down there near the Bahamas. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let's go through the rest of our day. Those cumulus clouds staying with us, but temperatures up into the upper 80s across portions of the PD and the border belt. Will be in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees at the coastline of Horry and Georgetown County. Overnight tonight, falling back down into the 60s. Tomorrow morning, rinse and repeat. We'll expect some fog across the area. Could be dense in some local areas, and we may even see another dense fog advisory if that occurs, probably expiring at 9 a.m. like the previous two have. Then some afternoon clouds, but again, just cumulus base. Not expecting much in the way of rainfall potential tomorrow. So today's forecast 78 along the beaches, 88 inland. We'll need to watch Cheraw, Hartsville, and Laurinburg west of the 95 corridor to try and push 90 degrees. Now that area of low pressure down in the Bahamas, that is an area we need to watch. The National Hurricane Center saying a 20% chance of developing into some sort of a tropical entity over the next 5 days. It is expected to roll over the coast of Florida over the next 48 hours, so basically no development chances there. But this is a very broad and disorganized system. Honestly, this time of the year, these type of systems look very ragged and typically don't develop. What it is going to do, though, is bring us some moisture on our Friday, regardless of development. Expect some showers and even a thunderstorm or two on our Friday afternoon with the daytime heating. How much rain are we talking about? Not a lot. Maybe a quarter of an inch, and if you're lucky to get a thunderstorm, potentially up to a half an inch of rain, and that's it. Then we'll rinse and repeat that for our Saturday and Sunday. Mix of sun and clouds, afternoon daytime heating, the sea breeze creating the lift, and the moisture from the storm system means those afternoon showers and storms, just like a typical summer-like pattern. No one day is going to be a washout by any means. We'll expect some sun at least every single day.
All right, looks like some beautiful weather coming our way. Our show lineup for today, of course, starting with your Hollywood Minute, moving right into our video of the day. And guess what today?
We've got celebrity birthdays today. I did not forget about them. Plus today's guest. When was the last time you went to a drive-in movie? Hey, we're going to tell you about one that's coming to this area. Plus David Stacy, our financial experts here. He's going to be talking about some cool stuff today.
That's right. Talking about a free health fair coming up and also a walk for Angelman syndrome. If you don't know what that is, you're going to find out in just a few minutes. All that and more after our Hollywood Minute.
Gotta go fast.
Sonic the Hedgehog has zoomed out of his 1990s video game and onto the big screen. The first trailer for the movie about the speedy Sega character also features Jim Carrey and James Marsden. Sonic zips into theaters in November.
Wow.
Robin Wright is taking on a new challenge, directing her first feature film. She'll also star in Land as a woman whose grief prompts her to move off the grid, fending for herself in a national forest. Filming is set to start this summer in British Columbia, Canada.
Thank you so much.
Jennifer Garner is going to fantasy camp. That's the title of the actress's new comedy. She'll play a high school drama teacher who faces her fears at theater camp for adults. We'll see whether a Golden Globe winning actress can make us believe she's afraid to take the stage. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, so you'd think someone was up to no good, blocking traffic cameras, but guess what? Nope, just two pesky little seagulls. Look at them. They perched on a traffic camera in London Thursday, and it went viral. They are now viral sensations. Even though they blocked the view, you have to admit, they're pretty cute.
That is. A Transport for London spokesperson says the staff named the birds, and they say hello to Graham and Steve. Transport for London called them two of their newest colleagues that showed up during beak times. You got that? That's pretty good.
Beak time traffic. Times. All right. So today, of course, is Wednesday. It's May the 1st, and it is May Day. And it's time to what? Dance around the maypole.
That's right.
I know.
And it's also Hug Your Cat Day. All right, let's look at birthdays today. Birthdays 1967. Let's go back. It's Tim McGraw. He's 52 years old. Has 11 albums reached #1. That's pretty good. In movies, remember Tomorrowland and Father Baseball great Tug McGraw. That was his dad. And he and Kenny Chesney were arrested in 2000 now for attempting to ride a police horse. I don't know if they were drinking, but they were trying to ride a police horse.
1982, Jamie Dornan, 37 years old. He was on The Huntsman on ABC's Once Upon a Time from 2011 to 2013. Also in the movie Robin Hood. And before fame, he was a model. I can tell.
In 1997, Bertie Gilbert, 22 years old, the movie Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. TV appearance, Horrible Histories. I don't remember that one. Let's go back to today in 1967. Elvis Presley and Priscilla are married in Las Vegas.
All right, talking about 1972, the Eagles, their song Take It Easy. It was released, and it was their first #1 single as well.
All right, listen up from the Know-It-All Department. Here we go. The first Olympic disqualification for drug use was against a Swedish pathlete? Or what?
A pentathlete.
All right, okay.
Right.
Listen to this. He drank 2 beers before his shooting event to calm his nerves.
It's not safe.
But he was disqualified.
Yeah.
2 beers I don't think would hurt, would it? I don't know. The Olympics said you're disqualified.
That's right.
That's it. I'm the Know-It-All Department today. You talking about a great show? Man, we got a lot of fun. Talking about the first drive-in for this area in a long time.
Very cool.
That's going to be real neat.
That's right. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The following is paid for by David Stacy, your reverse mortgage specialist. And welcome back. David Stacy, our financial experts, back with us again. Every Wednesday we come in to talk about something that you need to know about. And today we're going to talk about sequence of return risk when it comes to using home equity. All right, let's talk about that, David.
Cecil, it's a sequence of returns risk is for individuals that probably have a portfolio, a savings portfolio that's invested in the markets, and typically they either manage it themselves or they work with a financial planner. And a negative sequence of returns risk is, take 2018 for instance. You had a portfolio and you use that portfolio to live on by withdrawing 4, 5, 6% of the portfolio to supplement your Social Security and provide you with retirement funds. But in a down market, in a bad year,
yeah,
then you have a negative sequence of returns there. And what are you going to do the next year? Because if you continue to draw on that portfolio, you're not giving the portfolio a chance to recover. In early years, it can be a catastrophe for early years in retirement. If it's later in years in retirement, it may not be so bad for you. But if in the early years, it can really be dramatic. Well, one of the ways to utilize a reverse mortgage program is utilizing it in a comprehensive financial plan where the year after a negative year, you withdraw funds to live on instead of from your portfolio, but from the reverse mortgage, and you utilize the funds off of your home to live on. gives your portfolio a chance to recover.
Build back up.
Correct.
Let it come back.
I've got a brochure and some information on that. If anybody would like it, I'd be happy. I think he's going to flash something up. But if you don't understand it, give me a call and I'll be happy to send you a prospectus on it. As a matter of fact, I didn't come up with this. This came, a gentleman studied this, and his name's Barry Sachs, well known in the financial planning industry. He's a PhD and an attorney in the San Francisco area, and he studied this a few years ago and rolled it out to financial planners and said, if you're not considering housing wealth in your overall comprehensive financial plan, you're not doing a good service to your customers. You need to consider this, because if you look at utilizing home equity, utilizing a reverse mortgage as a last resort type of concept, and waiting till your portfolio is completely diminished versus incorporating in an overall comprehensive financial plan, the returns can be quite magnificent if you'll do one versus the other, and you should see it. The numbers speak for themselves. Like I said, I didn't come up with it. I simply am trying to educate people about it. And call me, and I'll be happy to give you a brochure.
That's right.
On
you can go on his website and learn more about this, or give David a call. He doesn't mind working with you. The man knows what he's talking about, and we do appreciate it. So if you're looking for something to help you with your retirement, you need to look into that. That's what they need to do, and get in touch with you.
It's all about education. It's all about home equity, and most of these plans, when it comes to financial planning, most of the ways these are designed are to utilize the equity that they've built up.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. More to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, some big news is coming to drive-ins over in Tabor City. State Line Fun and Flicks. We're going to tell you all about that. Take it all the way back to the old times, right, Cecil?
That's right. Going back to the drive-in. Have you ever been to a drive-in?
I have been to a drive-in.
Really? Okay. Well, Sherry's here with us now, and the opening up there in Tabor City, and they're doing a little fundraiser, of course, for fire and rescue also up there. But it's going to open up Friday. Now, tell me about this drive-in. It's a little different from the old ones. You don't have those little boxes you pick up.
No, sir.
Yeah, how does it work?
Cecil, it's a transmitter. It's a very high dollar, very high powered transmitter. You can't sit on the road and try to think you're going to tune into it, because it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
So you tune your radio into a certain place on the dial.
Yes, sir. And then you hear the movie.
All right,
so if you're hard of hearing and you need it louder, or if you go to experience a loud movie theater and it annoys you, you can control your volume.
It's great.
That's pretty
a lot
neat.
more
All right, now you go open Friday. You got 2 movies. Now, what are the 2 movies?
I have Wonder Park for the kids, and then we'll have Intermission, and I also have Mission Impossible Fallout, which is fantastic on a large screen. It is amazing to see Brad Pitt on that big screen.
Now, you're telling me you're pet friendly too, right?
Yes, sir. We're pet friendly. Of course, we're child friendly, but they've got to be on leashes. The pets have to be on leashes, not the children.
Okay.
And we have a play park coming, and it'll be Play Hill, and it sits up on a hill, so the parents or grandparents, if they want to sit in the car or sit out in front of their cars and lounge chairs, they can still see their children.
Cool.
And so it's very enclosed and safe and family environment. And that's what our children need. Let's get them outside in some sunshine and fresh air.
You're going to be doing fundraisers. This one's coming up is for the rescue and fire department in Tabor City.
Yes, it is. And they've kind of put us on another schedule, so we're going to do Harvest Table, a food pantry that feeds 3,500 people a month.
Oh my gosh.
And they will be cooking barbecue and hot dogs and everything on Saturday starting at 6:30. We have a country band starting at 6:30 on Friday night, the night before.
It's going to be a big old celebration.
For a $7 ticket, 2 movies, entertainment, food, you can't
Tell them where you're located exactly.
I'm at 3851 Dothan Road, Tabor City, North Carolina. My web address is StatelineFunandFlix.com, spelled out.
All right. Sounds like an awesome time.
We appreciate you, Sherry.
Thanks for being with us today.
Going to the drive-in.
Sounds like fun, huh?
I know it.
Stick around. We've got more coming up.
All right, welcome back. All right, right over there in Conway, the Recreation Department, David's with us again, and this is talking about the health fair that's coming up.
That's right. Free health fair, really great for the community and great for people to come out. You know, a lot of people, they may have some health needs and they can't always get to all those doctors, so it's a great place to come out, David.
Yeah, it's basically a chance to see all of the vendors in the area and the services that are offered. We'll have everything from chiropractors all the way down to the vision centers to your general practitioners. They'll be there with samples and a lot of different things that are available in the Conway area and the Horry County area that maybe people aren't aware of.
Blood pressure brochure and everything, because a lot of people don't have a chance to get all of this done at one time.
That's right. Or maybe you're curious. You know, say you've never been to a chiropractor. They're fantastic. They can come out and talk to them, right?
That's it. Come out and ask them about it. Ask them about, you know, what insurances they accept.
Yes.
Without having to set up a doctor's appointment and going in and paying for that. This is a chance where you can get the face-to-face interaction and find out all that information.
You still need vendors, right? You still take vendors.
Now, any vendors interested in participating can contact us at the Recreation Department, 843-488-1950, and we'll be glad to talk to you about it and see if we can squeeze you in.
All right. What time's it starting? What day? Tell them
It's
all the
on
details.
Friday, May 10th. It goes from 9 to 2 at the Conway Recreation Center, located at 1515 Mill Pond. And if you got any questions, you can go to conwayparksandrecreation.com.
All right, something coming up this weekend. We already talked about it. We can plug it again, though.
Yeah, we got a fishing derby going on at the Marina Park for ages 3 to 16. It'll be from 8 to 12 down at the Marina Park. We do have some bait down there. Bring your own fishing poles.
And it's still got openings for that?
I've still got open that. Pre-registration's at 7:30.
Fantastic. You're still taking signups for softball?
Softball, we're still trying to push the adult sports. We got openings in our men's leagues and our women's leagues.
A lot going on,
I'm telling you.
everything's going on over
going
there.
on
The fishing thing, that's got to be cool, though, to watch all these kids do all that.
It is. There's a lot of kids that have never been able to do it before, and we're down there. We help them out. The Conway Kiwanis Club is going to help us out with the measuring the fish and weighing the fish and helping the kids out. So it's a good time for everybody.
Prizes for the winners.
We do have prizes for the winners. Biggest fish, smallest fish, and most fish. Well, there'll be prizes for all the age categories.
Fish, I like
Mine would be the smallest fish. David, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us.
All right. We got more coming up. Stay with us. It's a Wednesday.
All right, we are talking now about the Angelman Syndrome Foundation. They're having a big walk in the state of South Carolina. But first, we're going to find out a little bit about Angelman Syndrome and what it actually is, because our viewers may not know, and a lot of people do not know.
That's true. It's very rare. It is a neurogenetic disorder. Symptoms include life-threatening seizures, significant developmental delays with their speech, walking, balance disorders.
So this is something that the kids are born with, or is this something you can develop? Talk about that.
They're born with it most of the time. They do not diagnose it all the time at birth. Most of the time it's at 2 years and older when they start to develop. They're not talking. Parents notice that they don't have a speech. They're wondering why. And it takes a genetic testing in order to diagnose this. This is not, their lifespan is normal, just like yours and mine, but they do need lifelong caregivers.
Yes.
The biggest problem is seizures.
Okay.
Most of them have multiple seizures. That's diagnosed at 2 years and up normally. Okay. Pneumonia is a bad thing.
So as a foundation, a nonprofit, you need to raise money to raise awareness. As a nonprofit, you are driven off of donations. So talk about the walk that's happening.
This is a flyer about our walk. This is the first one we've had in Horry County. It's used to be in Columbia, South Carolina, and this year I am coordinating the walk. It's going to be in the town of Aner, South Carolina. That's 600 South Main Street in Aner on May 18th, Saturday. Registration is at 9 a.m. The walk starts at 10. We're going to have food and refreshments and everything. Registration the day of the walk will be $5.
Okay, so we don't need to pre-register, just come on out.
Just come on out. The more support we get, the more we spread awareness. That's the most important.
All right, I've got to ask this, Angelman syndrome, you know, what is the percentage of kids that get this? You know the percentage of them?
It's thousands of children, but it's only been diagnosed for 26 years.
So it's still pretty new.
It's still pretty new, and they were misdiagnosed with autism and cerebral palsy. We have actually met in Columbia at some of the walks 70, 75-year-old angels.
Wow.
They were misdiagnosed.
And now they know what they have and they can
know because of genetic testing. It is a chromosome 15, it's a deletion.
Okay.
Wow. All right, so you can find out more about it going to that website right there.
Tell me again the date of the walk.
Saturday, May 18th.
Okay, and what time?
9 a.m.
Come, pay your $5, bring the family, everybody come and support. It's going to be right over there in Aner.
Thank you.
Betty, thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us.
You had something you wanted to give us, you said.
Yes, I wanted to give y'all one of our bags for this year. This is also how the t-shirts look.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. How about that?
All right, fantastic. Stick around. We've got more coming up.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Chewing gum burns about 11 calories
It's
per hour.
Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, Feedy, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
And we thank you so much for joining us every day. We always have so much fun with this show. And if you'd like to be on the show, all you got to do is contact us here, and we'll be glad to get you on the show. And if you want to watch the show that you missed it today, tell them how.
You tell them.
All right, you go to our webpage, WPDE.com, and click on Spotlight.
That's right. Scroll down to Carolina and Company Live, click on it, and you can see all of our previous shows. And if you do want to be on the show, nonprofit, fundraiser, anything going on, even a business, contact us here at
She
Station.
didn't think I knew
I was
the
just
website.
testing.
Yes, you were.
Just a test.
Hey, have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to
going?
enjoy the sunshine.
Where are you going after
And
work?
home. She's always bothering me. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.